Three.js, a JavaScript library that makes it easier to create 3D graphics and animations on the web. It provides a set of tools and functions for rendering 3D scenes in a web browser, allowing developers to create interactive 3D applications that can be displayed on a web page. Three.js uses WebGL as the underlying rendering technology to display 3D graphics in web browsers. WebGL is a JavaScript API that allows for hardware-accelerated rendering of 2D and 3D graphics in web browsers, using the computer's GPU for high-performance graphics rendering. WebGL is very complex to work with, and that's where Three.js becomes useful. Three.js basically abstracts the complexity of working directly with WebGL and provides a higher-level API that simplifies the process of creating 3D graphics in the browser. It provides a set of JavaScript classes and functions that work with WebGL to create and manipulate 3D scenes, render them on the screen, and handle user interactions. To be able to display anything with Three.js, we need three things: scene, camera, and renderer, so that we can render the scene with the camera. Let me explain how it all works with a basic example. First, create a new HTML file and add the boilerplate using an exclamation point followed by tab. Include the Three.js library from a CDN and create a JavaScript file named app.js which will contain our Three.js code. Next, go to app.js. Now create a Three.js scene object and a WebGL renderer object. Append the renderer's DOM element to the body of the HTML document, which will be the canvas where our 3D graphics will be rendered. Now, create a camera. I'll use a perspective camera with a field of view of 75 degrees, an aspect ratio based on Windows dimensions, and a near and far clipping plane to define the visible range of the scene. I'll also set the camera's initial position along the Z-axis to 5 units away from the scene. Next, create a 3D object. I'll create geometry using 3.box geometry. A geometry defines the shape and structure of a 3D object. I'll also create a material using 3.mesh basic material. A material defines the appearance of a 3D object, such as its color, texture, transparency, and how it responds to light. And lastly, add a mesh object by combining the geometry and material. A mesh is like a skin that wraps around the geometry and determines how it looks in the scene. It basically represents a 3D object, which is a cube in this case. I'm also setting the color of the material to green and adding the mesh to the scene. Now, the last step is to render the scene. I'll set up a rendering loop using request animation frame that repeatedly calls the animate function. In the animate function, I'll update the rotation of the cube and then render the scene with the camera using renderer.render. Now, open your HTML file in a web browser and you should see a rotating green cube rendered in the canvas, following the scene, camera, and animation settings you defined. That's it. This is a basic example of how you can get started with creating a simple Three.js application. You can further customize and enhance your application by using the many properties provided by Three.js library. The possibilities are endless. That's all for the video. Let me know in the comments if you want a tutorial on how to build a full web page using Three.js. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.